How you all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. I am on vacation. And when I'm on vacation, I do Facebook Marketplace. Because I got all the time in the world to go places and make deals. And I started looking last night and I immediately found something. There was a picture of a bin, and that listing said $30. It's on screen. 80s, 90s, 2000s toys. And I looked and I saw one thing that will pay for the entire bin, and then we got a whole ass bin to go through. And I thought it'd be fun. I didn't even look at the bin. I opened the lid, I looked in it, saw the one thing that I wanted. And I wanted to unpack it like piece by piece, and I'll go along with you. And I legitimately have no idea what's in this thing, but I'm excited. It's going to be good. The one thing that I wanted that pays for the bin, and which is why I bought it. Mind you, the person I bought this from described it as a bin of junk. This is Exo Squad. This was a cartoon from the 1994. I think it was only one season. And it had some awesome toys. This is called an E-frame. And this is what the Exo Squad rode around in to retake Earth. So we have a figure. I don't know the characters offhand. I don't remember them. And they're pretty little, you can tell. In good shape. Little worried about how little the arms move. I don't want to put a lot of tension on it and break it, so I'm just gonna leave it be. And then we got the Exo Squad, the E-frames as they're called. And the cool thing is, like, I don't know if it was a show that was made to sell toys. It really kind of has that feel, because like all the E-frames are totally different. You know, they'll have like a big missile array and like a big laser. You know, this has like this hook and then this knife and then missiles and then a missile backpack, which we have a missile. Let's see if it works. Come on. Work, damn you. Oh no. Not all the way in. Huh. It don't matter, quite frankly. These things go for a premium. It might just be one of those non-spring loaded. I don't know. I don't like that there's a button here. Nah, that's a spring loaded. Alright, we're gonna have to goof with this for a minute. But yeah, these go for a premium. This show was hot. You know, I was in 6th grade when this show was out. This was one that pretty much every boy was like, do you watch Exo Squad? And a lot of shows didn't have that effect. Like I said, I think it was only one season. They concluded the show. Like, the whole point of the show was, it was like an alien race kicked everybody off Earth, or like enslaved Earth, and Exo Squad was like working its way back to retake Earth, and they did at the end. Now, not a lot of shows had a definitive ending. Alright, so we got this out. We'll try the other shooter. It could also go to this one. That's cool. It fires by pushing it back. We'll try the missile in this one. We might have a defective shooter or a defective missile. Okay. It might have actually been loaded backwards, is the thing, too. Well, we know that one works. How the hell did I do this? Down. Yep, so the missile was in backwards. So both shooters work. If you collect, you know, missiles are worth their weight in gold. This works. I don't know if it locks in necessarily. I never had this growing up. I wanted it so bad. We did not have the money for this at that point in time in my life. So I didn't have one. I had maybe a friend or two that did. Really cool bots. All right. I'm not going to list this yet because I don't know what's in the bin. I don't know if these missiles are here. If I have all of them, that changes things, we could say. But as it stands, we'll look and see what Exo Squad goes for, what our resell rate is. I looked a while back because this show was really great. And I was curious because I never, ever, ever run into one. And the prices were pretty outstanding. You know, it's like Mask, any of those like late 80s, early 90s shows. And I don't remember the name of this bot. I want to say it starts with an F, or the character rather, but Exo Squad Toys. So we got Nara Burns. So we'll put Nara. 41 Naras. And, you know, without anything, 25 Nara. With everything, I don't have... Yeah, that is a different missile. Okay. So I'm missing 2 missiles and her effects, but $60 with 11 watchers. That's pretty outstanding. So look at sold on this. It's one thing I don't know is the sell-through rate on this stuff. So and you see the sales thing just doesn't work for some reason. It seems to be getting worse, quite frankly. It doesn't... It's not even the right figure. Weird. Okay. Yeah, so the sell-through is pretty substantial because these are all the correct figure. You know, just the figure alone is $27. Now, this one's different. He's got like a laser sword and like a machine gun and like missile wing. They were so cool. My favorite is like a guy, he had like a whole bunch of like mini rockets. There was like this giant disc and he was like a grumpy, I think he was a Martian. Not like a Martian alien, but like I think in the series, humanity inhabited the whole solar system at that point. So yeah. Looking good. This will be an easy sale. I'm just going to put, we get one of the missiles for $20. So this is why I grabbed this entire bin for 30 bucks, obviously. This is going to move. I'm just going to put a placeholder price. And, you know, this one with no missiles. Yeah, I think easily I could do 40 in shipping if I wanted, or 50 flat, but... And there we are so far. And I think it's going to get real good. So I'm just going to reach into this bin at random, and I'm just going to pull stuff out. And it is a full-size tote. It's get a measurement here. 27 by 17 by 14, and it is full. This may be like 3 episodes, but that's okay. It's gonna keep me busy on vacation. So, what is this? I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Mini Marshmallow Raiders. I have no idea. This must be a marshmallow gun. Yeah, it looks like you'd put marshmallows in here and they'd fall down and you'd shoot mini marshmallows with the power of air. I'm guessing this has no value. You know, I'll look it up just on the off chance it does. Like I said, we're on vacation. I can go get mini marshmallows and my kids will think this is amazing. So, let's see. Mini marshmallows. Mellow Traders. New inbox. So I don't think this is new necessarily. Several versions of it. A bunch of mini marshmallows if you needed them to go with this. Yeah, I'm thinking this is not going to sell, but whatever. We had 12 for sale. 1 sold in the box. Marshmallow shooters. Yeah, I guess food marshmallow shooter. 3. Yeah, whatever. We'll goof around with it on vacation. It's nothing special to it, but whatever. Yeah, I want to tip my hand that I have that. All right, next blind thing. What is this? What on earth would this even be? Air hogs, it says. It feels cheap. I can't even imagine what the point of this cage is. It looks like it may have melted or something. So Spin Master. So this is not vintage at all. Spin Master hasn't been around that long, I don't think. Air hog, Spin Master. Thinking it has no value. Don't know what it is though. Oops. Air Hogs RC. Not seeing the cage at any rate. Or if it even is RC. It looks like it's something that you would hook up and like pull something and fire it. Probably junk. I'll throw it aside here. All right. Next random draw. Obviously a Funko. Okay. And this is Manta Ray, I think. He's from DC. He's like Aquaman's one of his nemesis. 2016. Funkos are good. I don't mind these. Funko. Not Beta Ray. It's Manta. Black Manta. That sounds about right. Yeah, there he is. I'm not a DC guy, so. So that looks like the right one, 92. So I got 155 on this. You know, being a not super popular character, did that hurt us? Maybe. So nothing out of the box. $8 in box. I have gotten in the habit of not listing these because they're not going to move. So, you know, right here we have one free shipping inbox $7.50. I can't touch that. You know, people are trying to get out of positions on some of these. They bought too many, and they're difficult to liquidate at this point. Just to have a listing, I'm going to list it at $7. Sometimes I'm surprised by what moves, so it's not going to do a lot for me, but it will at least do something. Okay. Is this even a Funko? Yeah, this is very light, though. 2013. I don't know what this guy is. He looks like a lemon with a big nose and a sword. I'm going to take a wild guess this guy's from Adventure Time because he kind of looks like that aesthetic. We'll see. See if I'm right. Adventure Time 2013. I've never actually seen Adventure Time. I don't even know what it's about, but for some reason the sword on his hip made me think of it. You do run into Jake a lot from a reseller standpoint. Huh. Alright. I guess we have to Google Lens it. And this is Earl of Lemongrab. I don't know what that is. Oh, it is from Adventure Time. Fantastic. Why didn't he come up? Maybe he's rare. Hats off to me for guessing on context clues what media something came from with no actual knowledge of that media. I have great instincts for this job, such as it is. All right. Well, here he is. We got two of them going, and people want a lot of money for them. Has anybody ever bought one? No. But there's only two for sale. So then the question is, if nobody's ever bought one, is it because the other two are too expensive? You know, we talk about this sometimes. Oh, and one of them's damaged. They're both damaged. They're both missing the sword, which I can see as a pain point is barely on there. Okay, so when we talk about this, you can price yourself out even if you're the only one in town. So if nobody on Earth only collects Funko Adventure Time. People that collect stuff collect a few different things, and they finish collections, they move on to stuff. So you're not going to hold somebody hostage over Earl of Lemongrab. They're just going to buy something else. So this is $21 is the cheapest one. If I list him for 15, will he move? I'm guessing probably. Because we have, why don't we get rid of the year? In fact, why don't we just put Lemongrab, just to make sure we're not totally wrong. Okay, 15 now. So that was the issue, is I guess he's not called Earl on this. No box. Kind of weird that's... No, whatever. I ain't gonna tell him he fucked up, but he listed the same guy twice. That's gonna be a problem when he sells one and goes to package the second one that he does not have. Done that before. All right. So, anyways. So yeah, we're in the 20s on this. 21 is the cheapest. And now that's legit. 15 Lemongrabs. 27 sold. So no, we had it all wrong. The sell-through is fantastic. This guy is rare, and I'm going to get $20 for him probably. I'm just going to be the cheapest one out there, and mine has his sword. And that looks like a common problem that he doesn't. So we're going to do $20. With a sell-through like that, I don't have to be the cheapest. We're just going to kind of screw that up. That's more like it. All right, hold on. We're going to take a break. All right, didn't want to crack a can on the mic there. All right, next random. I don't know how many Funkos are in here, but who is this? He's familiar, but I forget. What's his foot say? DC. Who is this? This bugs me. 2014 DC. It looks kind of like a take on Cyborg, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think he's his own. Oh, is that Deathstroke? It might be. All right. Funko 2014 DC. See if anything pops up. 1900. Oh, there he is. It is Deathstroke. Okay, cool. Not a DC guy, but I do like comics in general and superheroes, so sometimes I just learn more about people than I necessarily thought I would. All right, so 169 of these. We got an unboxed for 13. A boxed for 10. So 10 is our, I guess 9's our cheapest. Oh, I'm sorry. 9's our cheapest. 15 sold, so I'm not sweating whether or not this goes or not. I'm just going to list it for 9. I think that's a popular character. So, some longevity. I don't have to sell them right away. All right, next up, another Funko. We got, obviously, this is Michael Myers. 2011. I do like that these are older. It actually looks like a different quality back then, too. All right, so Michael Myers. Maybe back then they didn't oversell it, too. Because that would be nice, wouldn't it? We only seem to have this one. So we got 13, 12, you know, timeless figure as well. I don't have to move this right away. If you liked horror, you know, there's a good crossover on this. I forget how many of them, whatever. 6 sold. I'll just do 9 on him as well. That puts me cheapest. And it moves you into a position, people that are just looking for like knickknacks, they might not even buy Funkos. So they're not looking for Funkos, but at a price point, it makes sense. I don't know how many videos this is going to be, honestly. We have not gotten anywhere in this box yet. And this is Nightwing. 2013 Nightwing. I'll remember to do that. And we got 12, 11, so let's see, about 9, I'm thinking, again. Yeah, we'll do 9. We can keep that energy going. We've already doubled up on this box. All right, next up we got, oh, Ninja Turtle with swords. Beautiful. And the visor. This is a major pain point. Anything with visors, they snap off easily and they're gone. This guy is complete. So what year? 2013. It's like Night Vision Leo. I think I have one with nothing. So Viacom 2013. Night. Put Night Leo just to see if he pops up. No, that wasn't good. Stealth Tech, never mind. Stealth Leonardo, there we are. 40 of those. Now, some of the gimmicky turtles don't move. Although if it's complete, I have a much better chance of moving it. And we can see immediately none of these are complete. So we'll see if we can find somebody with weapons. Okay, so we are missing some stuff. We're not complete. We got a grappling hook set. So we're going to be under 15, but above 10. Now again, sometimes these just flat out don't sell. This one's kind of cool. So I'd be surprised if it didn't move at all. Just one. No, we got this one with everything presumably for 20. This one in the box. This one in the box. Yeah, so I think if I priced it reasonably with the swords, we would be okay. I don't think it's going to go flying off the shelf, but I think I'll just do $12. I think we'll actually sell him, unlike the rest of them that are sitting there. Oh, there's a huge vehicle. I'm just going to set it aside. Looks like something Ninja Turtles related. And I'll just end with that once I run down the clock enough. We got a piece to something. It looks like a Ninja Turtles thing, which is what I just picked up. Got metal figures. These go okay. So Spider-Man 2099. Obviously that's Hobgoblin. They don't sell great. You know, oh, that's kind of cool. A Green Lantern wallet. This looks homemade though, so I don't know if you can sell it for anything. It might not be homemade. I don't know. Why don't we look at Green Lantern wallet? See how many iterations of these. 57. The reason I think it's homemade is like it's not even centered or anything. Like it doesn't say Green Lantern, it gets cut off. And it's definitely shoddy. And like, why would you keep the barcode from the comic in your thing? But I don't know how you'd even make this. And it's not like even very exciting, quite frankly. I don't know. It looks pretty old. I'm not sure what to make of it. Let me look at sold just in case there was one and it moved along. 7 sold. So it's in this style. That almost looks identical. So what's the gig with these? It's not quite the same. The comic goes out to the edge on theirs, but the stitching looks the same. If we can see the inside, no, it's different on the inside. This one is all comic-y on the inside. I'm going to list it because I don't see a reason not to. It's not going to take up any space. And I'm still sitting on it in 1,000 days. By the way, I can't do the 1,000-day review anymore because eBay changed how they show that stuff, and I can't figure out how to do it anymore. So I'm on my own with that. But yeah, I'll list it for like $8. I mean, screw it. It'll do something. Yeah, men's bifold. This one's close too. see if it's the same on the inside. Yeah. Buckle Down is the company that makes that one. We'll see, but I think it'll move. A few more here. Maybe two more, and then we'll do the big thing. So just grab a fistful of these. I could do them as sets. Why does he have a gun? Agent Venom. I'm not familiar with that arc, but whatever. Green Goblin, obviously. Same exact thing as Hobgoblin. And this is what, Spider-Girl. And Lizard, of course. So, clearly this is all Spider-Verse stuff. I want to look it up real quick. I'm guessing they're from a set. Spider-Verse metal figure. So this is the... Might be this one. See if we got Agent Venom here. He's kind of the oddball. But no, but it's like basically that. Jada. Nano. Spider-Man. Just so I'll know if I'm missing any from the set. All right, this is the one. Because that's the same same guy. No, it's different. All right, we have 2099. So it looks like he has several sets in here. Because the Hobgoblin looked like the last set. But we don't have Agent Venom in this one. Either way, the issue with these metal figures, while they are cool, they are very heavy. And when you start selling them and you're doing lots, you're packaging them up and you're like, you know, sometimes they're a pound and a half, and that really cuts into what you can make on them. So we got like 2 die-cast sets here. We got yeah. So sometimes with Marvel stuff, I'll do a lot of 3 for $8. I might end up just breaking it up, mixing it with other Marvel stuff, doing it that way. All right. So why don't we just get into the big thing? We'll learn a bit about it and end on maybe a high note. It is... Oh, there's dudes in it. Whoops. We got a Mikey with nunchucks. Whatever this weird thing is, it's full of figures. This is awesome. We have Stealth Donnie. We have Shredder. We have Raph. This is all like the 2012, I believe. 2012 or 2016. So we're missing pieces to this vehicle. Look up what it is, and then kind of figure out if we should piece it together, if it's not worth selling. 2012. I don't know what it's called. But we'll just put in Viacom 2012 Ninja Turtles vehicle. I didn't expect it to be filled with figures. So, this is quite nice. Alright, here we are. Shellraiser. So, there's going to be a lot of parts to it, I bet. Missing some stuff, but you know, obviously I have that bit there. That looks like the door. Nope, not quite. Or a seat. Clips to something. We'll figure it out. So I'm just looking at base prices. So here we got one presumably complete for 30 with free shipping. That's not a ton. I'm just kind of curious what we can get out of it, if anything. Vehicles aren't a big seller for this. So looking like few figures, 15, 30, 25. I don't know about incomplete. Oh yeah, so this piece does go to it. Okay. And then there's a parts community. Okay. So we're gonna get something out of it. This video is already long as hell though. We're gonna have to set it aside and bring it back out once I know I have everything, or I know I'm missing things. As we get to the bottom of this, it's gonna be filled with parts, and then I can actually figure out what we're doing with it, if we're parting it out or what. So I can't put a value on it right now, other than good. Alright, and I'm just going to do this off camera, because otherwise this video is going to be forever. Alright, tallied up, and final total. We have Stealth Donnie, as is right now, $8. I'm not going to list these, because I don't know if they're complete or not. We have a Raphael with no weapons at 10. He's the most popular turtle. We have Shredder at 12. Mikey with both nunchucks at 12. And this is Snakeweed. And he goes for 12 as well. So, all told, so far, we have maybe 3 videos worth of this stuff. And yeah, so far we're at about $100. So this is looking like, and it's hard to say, you could hit no value at the bottom, you could hit something mega valuable, but we're looking at $30 for 300 at this point. It's my rough estimate. So if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.